If it can go wrong during a live stream, it will. I hope you can all hear me talking. If you can't, I don't know what to tell you. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Curtis Judd and Alan from Soundspeeds were doing a late night live stream, and they invited me in so Curtis could go to bed because he had been on there for 3 hours. And so I went to connect up. Maybe it was a day before yesterday. I went to connect up. Wasn't working. I couldn't connect. Everything went to hell. So I called my, I hate calling this guy, but I love calling this guy, my friend. His name's Nay. He's from Interactive DNA. He went through my system. It was 5 hours on this call with me going through my system and found out that Windows had done an update and fragged all my audio stuff. So, yeah, Murphy's Law is now in effect. Anyway, he spent 5 hours with me. Thank you, Nay. And fixed all this stuff and did all this stuff and we figured out how to just bypass OBS and go from the Mix Pre 3 direct into the computer. We had to set and all this stuff. Anyway, I was going to test it on YouTube. And now my intro music isn't playing through there, which is weird because I hear everything in here. Anyway, as long as you can hear me, let's see who's in here. I am trying to do the participants. It doesn't show everybody, but I see Bart. Hello, sir. Brian Barron. Hello. Captain Jack. Hello. Me. Hey, me. Michael Finn. Pedantic Dan. Pete. Hallis. Pia Gagod. Ravenwolf. Retrotech. Skiot Exley that I always murder. Andre from Worth It or Not. If I missed you, I'm sorry. See, it didn't show people like Michael Finn. Did I miss anybody else? Whatever. So I have an agenda. So we're going to agendize stuff. So let's check it out. Welcome. Done. We're going to do welcomes, which I just did. I'm going to handle actually a couple email questions. Just Captain Jack went totally out of control. We're going to do a chat Q&A if time. We're going to wrap up in 60 minutes or less. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, that's a pile of crap. But no, I really am. Oh, in fact, I was going to run this. Start. 54 minutes. Hey, camera, focus. I paid money for you. 54 minutes. When that thing goes off, we're done. I'm going to be rude, say thanks a lot at 54 minutes, and we're just out of here. For reals. I was thinking maybe I should do like a after party where we could just all hang out and chat. And I was like, yeah. So I do this live stream, and then I do a 9 a.m. and a 5 p.m. Zoom call for all the YouTube Academy members. No, not doing it. It's too much. Plus, you guys must have stuff to do. Okay, let's go through the email questions that I have. Okay? Okay, good. Here we go. Okay, question 1. This is from Mike. And this is an interesting one. I wanted to take this up. Question. I woke up this morning to a video comment that straddled the line between a troll that I would normally block and one with great points I wanted to address. It's Mr. Guru on this video. I got that link, but I had to take this out of there. This goes to your... You don't need this. Do I really need to tell you this? Anyway, yeah, that goes to your inbox. I went ahead and answered, more for others than this guy. Smart. How do you think it should have been handled? And a great suggestion. If you are having trouble getting through the comments on the live stream, either only read comments tagged to you. This would require the audience to know this, though, or just skip the ones where you're tagging each other in the convo. So if Ravenwolf Retrotech says, at Captain Jack, blah, 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 just skip over it. That's a great suggestion. When I see words, I can't not. But yeah, that's a great suggestion. I'm going to rip through those. If you at and start typing in, like if I at CAP, what will happen is it'll show up Captain Jack. I hit enter, blah, 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 blah. I post that in the chat, if you didn't know this already, and Captain Jack will see that message highlighted. If you at, I don't know what I am, Kevin, and you see basic Filmmaker Unscripted or whatever, and you hit return, you blah, 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 blah. What'll happen is on my screen, I'll get this big yellow tag that you're directing your communication to me. Now, that being said, that don't work on iPads for me or phones. Anyway, thank you. Let's go look at this question because I found this really interesting. Let's go over here. There's Mike. I did that on purpose. I went through the video and found the thing where he's looking at us like, what? Sorry, Mike. He's talking about this. Way down here, this guy goes, that's pretty funny. Lol. Okay, cool. The motor spins and is led on which means there is a 12 volt and 5 volt already. The red LED is stuck, blah, 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 blah. Maybe you haven't heard there's a tool called Google and we'll find almost anything. Now, this is probably where Ravenwolf, Mike, went, I want to punch you in the face. Next time, you should research the problem, as the real fix for this takes about 30 seconds to just replace the ROM. But all you really had to do was read the blah, 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 Google it, yada, 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 try this, blah, blah, bam. Okay. So this guy's a troll to a degree, or what he's trying to do, and I have this all the time, is he's one of those people that goes, I'm now going to comment because I'm really smart and no one knows how awesome I am, and I'm going to assert how freaking knowledgeable I am for everybody else, which makes him look like a fool, always. Some people have this compulsion. They see something. Oh, if you put a light here and a light here and a light here, then your 3-point lighting will set up. And I get on there and go, no, what if you're wearing glasses? You know, you should move your out to a 5 degrees and at a 13-degree angle and use the trifecta from a... It's just the guy. So what would I have done with that? You know, like your answer. You go in. It's cool. Blah, 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 blah. I found it a bit funny, but my goal, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. He handles it very nice. Anyway, thanks for the comment. La, 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 everything else. And he does a really nice job. Let me see. Maybe I can blow this up so you guys can see this. Whoa, yeah. And he includes a link. So he's whatever. He's kind of a troll. I think he's more of, I'm going to assert how smart I am at your benefit. Usually when I get these, I just go, hey. Here, I'll even do this. What's this? Nice tip. Boop. And I do that. That's it. I just leave it alone. Or I delete it. That's all I do. If the guy comes back at you and starts going, what do you mean nice tip? I gave you all this stuff. I delete it. Now, here's a little trick that I do, just because I'm curious sometimes. As I said in the apparently I can't talk, the new YouTube Academy course, which if you're watching, you haven't taken it, boom, there's a link to that with $500 off coupon. Makes me even richer than I am. And there's no good information in that course, so don't take it. What I do is I usually click on these people's thing, which is what people do for you. You go over here and you look at this guy. Oh, here's Mr. Guru. ROM Dumping News. He's got 421 subscribers. He obviously wasn't part of the new YouTube Academy Zoom Wednesday meetings at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Otherwise, his page wouldn't look like this. That's terrible. I'm not banging on the guy. You go through here, Mario Kart, cruising, gaming, track, gameplays, racer, yada, 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 yada. If you look over here, text this guy out. You can even view his email address. Huh, who's this guy? That's this guy. He's from Australia. And as we know, everyone from Australia is cranky. I did that. I have some guys who watch these in Australia, not right now. I did that just to play with them or get punched in the face. Anyway, so here's this guy, Mr. Guru. Look at this. Guru Dumps, Blog, Spock, right? Members. Let's go over there. Let's see what this dude's up to. May 3rd. Some people never learn. Lamer page. Bitchy blah blah blah. New site Earl. The dumb blah blah blah. Myopia. So if your kids are listening, tell them to put their fingers in their ears in 3, 2, 1. This guy's an asshole. And I don't think he was trying to troll you, but you've been trolled. I have this thing that I will answer questions and stuff like that. If someone's like that and it's kind of mid-range, I'm like, I just acknowledge that they communicated. Thanks for the tip. Hey, you should put your lights on. You put your headphones like this, and then you'll do better, and you'll do better on YouTube, and then you'll look better, and you'll be able to hear better. I'm a sound man for 60 years before sound was invented, and that's how you should do it. And by the way, you should use earbuds stuck in your eyeballs. I'd read that, and I'd go, thanks for the tips. That's it. That's really weird, isn't it? That's all I would do to answer your question. That's what I would do. I just wouldn't mess with it. The guy comes back to you and goes, well, you didn't answer my question and everything. Just delete the freaking comment. Comments are not worth your irritation. Hope I answered the question. And I will get back to the chat in a moment. In fact, before we go to, let me look over here real quick. Before we go over to someone who has a few questions, I will check out the chat and see what's going on. Let's go check it out. Cool. What do we got here? Oh, by the way, I'm going to be reviewing this. This is like $300. This guy. And apparently I can hook it up to a computer or an iPad or a phone or this computer or whatever, and I can touch and draw and poke and everything else. But the thing is I could put that up behind next to the camera. When I move the camera and set it up, it won't be sitting there. I could sit there, and then I could sit there, and I can like actually look at the camera, which we're going to answer a question in a moment about that while I see the comments and all that other stuff, and I don't have to do this. 12 people just bailed. Okay, Pedantic Dan. Oh, hello, sir. Captain Jack. Good, it's loud and clear. Crystal clear. Pork hurt. 3 hours for sure. Gary Gross, welcome, sir. Bart is here. Hello, sir. Stream looks really sharp. I got to tweak my stream settings. I always look a lick. Excuse me. I always look a bit blurry. I'm taking that voiceover course that I keep telling people to go take, which is freaking awesome. And I've had this cadence in the way I talk set up. And so now I'm taking this voiceover course and I'm practicing other things. And it's totally broken all my habits. And now I can't talk anymore. Anyway, let's keep going. Or whatever. Bart Johnson, you've been downgraded again? That's the Bart. See? That's what they told me not to do. Will we be able to vote an extension of our meeting? We are now 8 likes out of 14. No. The reason being, not because I'm a kids. 3, 2, 1. A dick. Okay, you can pull your fingers out of your ears. Apologies to anybody named Dick or Richard. I have to practice being able to end these, because when I bring these over and I could do everything right, like getting the music at the beginning playing, which my friend, he'll watch this live stream and he'll either laugh or punch me through the face in the phone because I did something stupid again. I have to practice. I've almost got everything down. I'm adding a few other things, but I need to be able to practice. The thing to practice now is going through what I'm going to cover, ending it, and at 55 or 60 minutes, ending it. So I'm actually practicing. And right now I have 41 minutes left, and I think we're going to do just fine. Okay. Got my attention. Huh. You bet. It's not that simple. I'm really smart. Pierre Gagon, they're talking. There's the coupon for the course. See, I'm broken. There's the coupon to the course YouTube Academy. Isn't that cool? Kev loves you, man. You haven't taken it? Fine. Oh, before I get slammed, I know Captain Jack's going to kill me. Let me do this, or Captain Jack will beat me in the face. Oh my gosh. I should be prepped for crap like this, really. Down here, that's not what I was going to click on. Oh, and there's misspellings. I have that link also in below, because if I don't do this, then Captain Jack punches me in the face. Supposedly, if you do a donation on that link, I can't do it because I don't monetize this channel. I don't have enough subscribers for chat. Possibly what should happen is up here, this little dude should come up and say you donated, and the music should be really loud. Now I'm not confident about that since my intro music didn't play to you all. Good. So Captain Jack, there you go. Okay. Let's keep rolling through these real quick and I'll get back to these other things. Now, is it? Oh, I see. Okay, good. Great course. Been over it, most of it twice. Yeah, I've been watching it like 5 times and I still didn't get my own stuff. I guess I'm not late today. You didn't miss nothing. Went through a question, how to handle something. Got half through before COVID hit and work went crazy. Yeah. Totally that. Okay, this is why I tried to move all comments to a website where I can have 100% control over comments. With trolls, I would hide their comment from everyone but themselves. It's easy. I mean, I cover that in the course and other places in a million videos, that big, long, butt-long comment video. You get a comment like that, just laugh. Just delete it. Just reply to it and go, thanks. Hey, your mother is a pig face and she should die. Thanks. Respond. If he comes back at you, delete it. These comments, upsetting. If a comment upsets you, it is not worth doing anything with it. It's more like the engagement stat from that little comment is not worth you getting upset or responding to it. Just delete it. The person who usually leaves that comment, you delete the comment, they don't know. They just went, and they went on somewhere else. Delete it. It's not going to hurt your channel. Here's something that sounds like glass bowl. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I should write a course on how to deal with trolls. I've dealt with hundreds of trolls when I managed a website that he used to manage this giant freaking YouTube channel with millions and millions of subs. So he's got experience there. Kevin, when you fixed the audio, my cursor kept flashing, but I couldn't type. When I hit a key, it just beeped. I tried typing in other programs and it was fine. Did you do something strange? I don't have that power, man. Sorry. Cool. Let's keep rolling. Tech dealing with trolls. That's between you two. Grand Tours. Hello. From the Netherlands. Hey, man. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we already went over that. Supposedly, something will pop up. And it'll be really loud. I hope. Can you place a countdown clock in one of the corners of the screen? So I'm going to do that right now. I'm doing this, but I'm actually going to place a countdown counter, embed it on my screen or up at the top right, where it just sits there and it ticks down for how long the live stream is. It's brilliant. But I already thought of it first. Shmaybe. That's to the Grand Tours. That's to the Grand Tours. I usually do, but I wanted to address this, then that. Okay. I don't know what's happening here. Sound speeds. Hello, Alan. Please don't troll Kevin. He's too scary. All your kids just laughed. My favorite response to snotty comments is smile. Yeah. I do this thing every once in a while. You know that comments video I made, which was basically banging on these people a little bit and basically showing other creators, hey, when you get these bad comments and how to handle them. I have a link as a bookmark. And when I get like, your mother's a pig and you're old and you're gray and you're going to die. And if you were a real filmmaker, you'd use, you'd go like this when you're framing or some shit like that. I just grab the link. That's how I respond. Paste the video in there. That's a cool way too. I didn't cover in the course. Take some random video that you have, and if you get a comment you don't like, paste, like bookmark it, and then just grab it and paste it in as a response to the troller. Get more watch time. I haven't tested that. Yep. You were referring to the website owner and gave the adult language warning. You called him something. It rhymes with glass bowl. Oh. Okay, cool. We're moving along. Sound speeds. Just reset the timer already. Ain't gonna happen, dude. Seriously, right? Sound speeds very scary. I wish I was your editor. My video editor? I am more than willing to give you a crack at editing my videos for the princely sum of nothing. Okay. Using NDI and OBS, you could show the iPhone timer on the screen. Correct. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to embed the timer. I know how to already do that in OBS without another thing coming in. I should make a troll comment video. Absolutely. I give back what I'm given. If you're nice, I'm nice. If you're a jerk, I'll smack you back. Careful. It is here. Verge freeze round 16 grading. What the frack? Is that some kind of German shit? Real filmmakers use area cameras. Yeah. Okay, last comment for right now, Kevin. I would appreciate your thoughts on headphones with mics for video conferences, iPhone discussions. Boo, Dave Clark. Boo, did $1. Now, my question is, what happened in my headphones was... Dun, 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 dun. Did you hear that or not? If not, I failed, and Nay is going to mama dog slap me. Let me know, because that'll be one less thing to mess around with. Thanks, man. I do appreciate it a bunch. Okay. Okay, we were on headphones. 32 minutes. I got a rip. Captain Jack's like got a million questions. 10 actually. I would appreciate your thoughts on headphones with mics for video conferences, iPhone discussions, or coaching at a desk while walking or taking notes. Appreciate your thoughts on headphones, iPhone discussion. If I understand your question, Pierre, I don't have them here. I appreciate your thoughts. I don't get this. On headphones with mics for video conferences. Oh, iPhone discussions or coaching at a desk. You're talking about like a headset, headphones with a microphone, something like that. I haven't used them. I saw possibly that maybe, schmaybe, someone I know that a company that starts with a D and has a big yellow logo with a D in the middle of it, maybe, schmaybe coming out with something like that. Possibly. I haven't used these headset-y things. I don't know. If I were had a mic with video conferences, I'd use the earbuds. That's what I'd use. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that answered your question. Sunrise Media. Did I miss something? Nope. I know Kevin never knows how long. Therefore, I suggest this so he can go to his main channel and do a live stream. Absolutely. I'm going to put a timer in there. That's why I'm using my cheap DIY timer, which tells me I got 30 minutes and 44 and 40 seconds. At that point, that leaves me about 5 or 10 minutes to say bye-bye. But thanks. I appreciate you guys helping me out. Grand Tour fans. He's at 30.77 higher in Texas. In Texas, apparently, time is 37 minutes and then 77 seconds at Texas. They just do their own crap. Not worth it. Dave Clark, that worked. Good on you. I didn't hear it. You didn't hear. Wow, look at the lag between the time. We didn't hear a thing. Damn it. No, really 10. More like 9 questions. Cool. Pierre Gagan, yes. You had a dance at the Sicker Plum Fairies. No, I had bump, 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 occur. I will ask Nay. He will punch me in the face. Not really. He's a beautiful guy. I'm not even reading that because you're killing me. And I'm not reading that either. Oh, you guys are talking into another language. Good. Let's refresh this, see if we got anything else. Let's head over to the next questions, which are from my buddy, Captain Jack. He's awesome, by the way. Alrighty. Questions 2 through 12. Why is the sky blue, and how does that affect our color grading? The sky is blue because if they used black, you wouldn't be able to see anything. and it would affect your color grading, because what would happen is then you'd have black and you'd have no way to white balance what you're color grading. Question 2, maybe, shmaybe. What is your workflow with Davinci Resolve? Do you have separate workflows for the types of projects you... That's 2 questions! My workflow for Davinci Resolve is none, because I don't use it. I use Premiere Pro. I have for 20 years. I know I should switch to Davinci Resolve and this and that. No, we won't go into that right now. Use what you have. I'm not switching. Thank you very much. Davinci Resolve is great. A lot of people swear by it. They get a lot of stuff done. My workflow is in Premiere Pro. If you want to see that, I made that big, long, 38-minute video of how to do a YouTube video from start to end. There you go. Second question was, do I have separate workflows for the types of projects you do? Yes. For my YouTube channel, my workflow, I've already outlined in that big, long butt video that I did. That goes, how do I come up with an idea? All the way to, what do I do when I post it? Here's a YouTube video, the tags, how do I figure out titles, blah, 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 blah. Next week, Wednesday, 9 a.m., 5 p.m., the YouTube Academy members, the people who have enrolled in that course and have changed their lives. Not really. We're going over the tools I use to optimize videos. That wasn't an ad. That was me being pokey at people for not giving me money. Not really. Okay. Yeah. So YouTube videos, I have a certain way of doing things. When I'm making courses, it's a bit of a different workflow. It's sort of the same, but it's a bit of a different workflow on how I do those. I have dumped for the most, let me think. Yeah, I've already told this story, November or December, whatever. I dumped everything. Clients, blah, everything, jobs, everything to do this full time, which is why I keep telling you to buy the course. So I could buy more coffee. Welcome to the webinar. I'm going to talk to you about crap, and then I'm going to try and sell you crap during the webinar, or probably at the end, and then you're all going to wee. Not really. All joking aside, yeah, if I were doing a commercial, totally different workflow for me. If I were doing something like a short film or something, it's definitely a different workflow. But right now I just do YouTube courses, and I do YouTube university courses, and I do YouTube videos, and it's roughly the same workflow. I have my no, go watch that video. That's what I do. Okay, next. He's got a lot of questions. Have the overheating, that freaking voiceover course. Have the overheating issues been worked out with Canon's R5 and R6? I heard someone had located the chip RX 8130 that is a timer-based and not a thermal sensing chip. True. Removing the chip and hot soldering the pads will allow you to shoot 8K video for unlimited hours in North Alaska. This all true? I don't know. As you know, I dumped buying that camera, and then sorry. Squirrel. There's a little tiny spider web in my studio with a little tiny spider crawling down it. I dumped that. And I didn't dump it because I hate Canon. That's a Canon XF400 camera. This is a Canon something kind of like that. I got a Canon 5D Mark III that I've replaced it. And I was going to get the R6 and the R5 or something else, or the C200. They just pissed me off because they marketed it wrong. It shoots 4K. They stuck in a 30-minute limit and all these overheating issues. And then people have done tests. Well, apparently it's not thermal-based, it's software-based, and they lost me as a customer for now. In that line, their cinema cameras are freaking amazing, but they lost me. All done. They pissed me off. I don't know if it was the software engineers that were like, whoop, and their execs are sitting around right now going, what did you do? But it's a flap for them. So they pissed me off. I don't care if they fixed it. They put it out, it overheat. We find out it didn't overheat. They put a 30-minute, 29 whatever minute brick on the camera. And at that point in 2020, I went, I'm sorry, guys, lost me. So the answer to your question, I think it's all true, and I don't freaking care anymore, because if Deity released a mic and it sucked, and I find out that they knew it sucked, like their lapel system, which doesn't suck, and I found out they bricked the audio recordings at 10 minutes for no reason, and it overheated, but it was because they built it into the software to shut down the audio recorder. And then they came back and said, oh, we're going to do a firmware update. I'd be gone. They would lose me as a user because I can't trust them. And when I'm doing this crap, I have to be able to trust that crap's going to work. Next question. When using multiple cameras for a vlog, how often should you switch to the other camera? Which cameras should you switch to? If you're using multiple cameras, I'm also will be practicing this on this stream. There's a rule when you're doing, it's sort of a rule. All rules can be broken. There's a rule when you're doing like live shows and you have like multiple cameras. Somebody is sitting there and it's their job to sit there. They have like a switcher and it's their job to switch things. And there'll be a person who's directing that. And they'll be like, okay, we're going to camera C in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. They'll go to camera C and the person will be talking. They'll have another camera over here where they're demonstrating the product. They'll develop product. Damn you, Christopher Hernandez, and your voiceover drills. So what they're doing is they're trying to keep the attention so the person doesn't go like into somnolence land and start, I keep over here for 5 or 6 seconds or 10 or 12 seconds or over here. You'll see this on TV shows. A lady gets up there. She's showing crafty stuff. I'm here with Joe and he does blah, 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 blah. That was about 6 seconds. And what we're going to cover today, and they're showing B-roll, blah, 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 and another shot roll and everything else. Stay with us. Here we go. And then she'll talk, la, 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 and I'm here in Houston, Texas, and I'm doing this and everything else. They switch to Houston, Texas shots. They're trying to keep the viewer engaged, so eyeball-wise, it's interesting, basically. So that's how you would switch it. You would treat it like 5 to 10. I'd say if you're starting out, I would treat it like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. You should have something in there for their eyeballs to change. Anyway, that's the answer to that one. How often should you switch? Which cameras do you? Yeah, we did it. 5. When you need to shoot professional portraits and professional videos, should you use separate dedicated cameras or opt for an all-in-one hybrid camera? When you need to shoot professional portraits, which I'm not a photographer at all, period, and professional video, should you use separate dedicated cameras or opt for an all-in-one hybrid camera? It depends on what you have. It depends on the money you have. Depends on the workflow you have. Depends on how many people, if it's just you. I would definitely suggest you start out with using a dedicated camera, shooting portraits and professional video. Maybe he's talking about interviews or something. A dedicated camera. And again, shoot B-roll, do this, do that, switch around. Use 2 cameras. That's cool. You could switch between those 2. An all-in-one hybrid camera? Sure, if you're starting out and you don't want to spend a ton of money, it's not here. I recently grabbed the Sony ZV-1, suggested by Andre, someone else. It's great. About this big. You can carry it with you on a plane, stick it in your pocket, shoots 4K video. Menus are a little, okay, got it. You set the camera up and you shoot that. Why not? Hope that answers your question. Next one. We all know DSLRs have a mirror that flips up when the camera needs to move it out of the way to expose the sensor or film. DSLRs, mirrorless. DSLRs in the camera, they have a shutter over the sensor in there, right? So when you take a picture, it goes whoosh, boom, whoosh, boom. Digital single lens reflex, boop, boop. When you shoot video, it goes boop, shoots the video, yada, yada. When it's done, the shutter comes back down. Mirrorless cameras don't have that. So when you are skydiving, will the mirror just stay up after you've taken the photo? Do you have to wait until you've opened your parachute for the mirror to come back down? Yes. If you use a mini USB into your camera into the regular HDMI port on the parachute, you can control it that way with your iPhone as you are tumbling down 300 miles an hour in a parachute, and you got to watch, because if you really get like into your phone and stuff, you could die. Next question. Did ProPhoto just make mirrorless DSLR cameras obsolete when they added ProPhoto Air X iPhone Flash Sync feature? I don't know, because I don't know what that is. See, I can answer questions really easily. Next question. We're on number 8. Do you need a bathroom break right now? Right about now? If so, may I take control of the live stream while you're away? Spike, that's iSpike, was very pleased when I ran his live stream when he was away. He came back finding everything foobar. I did that with Alan, Sound Speeds. It was going on, and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom, get some coffee and stuff. So I just asked a question. I just took off. See ya. And I went off, got some coffee, went to the bathroom, did some lines of Coke. I'm joking. I don't even know if that is how people even say that. Okay, that wasn't funny. Anyway, yeah. I think sometimes I should have you on my weekend live stream, and we'll talk. And then after about 30 minutes, I'll just turn it over to you, and I'll make it full screen. People can ask you questions. You can answer them. Be fun. Yeah. Almost there. 9. What is your favorite feature tool in Capture One Pro 20? Capture One Pro 20, I believe, if I remember correctly, is a photographer's tool. It's like 59 or 39 bucks or something like that. I don't use it. I don't know what it is. I'm not a photographer. I have the Adobe suite. If I was going to touch up things, I do it in Photoshop. And in fact, I wouldn't even use Lightroom because I don't know how to use it because I'm not a photographer. Hope that answers your question. Last question from Captain Jack. Nope, that's it. 9 is enough. Well, I think in answer to your question, no, it's not a question. There might be another one here. What's happening here? Oh, I got another question somehow in here. Oh, this is a good question. Do you have a video and audio that relates to breathing control? Yes, I do. I am always out of breath when talking in my video footage, which makes editing taking longer and is less attractive to a viewer. Is there a skill needed to improve and reduce the catch a breath heard while recording? This is from Kevin Bowen, great guy. I put Kevin Bowen down there. Kevin, the other guy. And I wrote him and sent him an email and asked him if I could use his question in this live stream, and he didn't get back to me, which, as you know, is always an agreement that I can use it. Hopefully he doesn't get mad at me. I'm joking. I really hope he doesn't get mad at me. There's a video I made. It's like 20 or 25 tips for doing voiceovers. And I'm sitting there showing all these tips. And here's what can happen. Checking the time before I get back to the comments. 13:30, which means that will be 50 minutes, which means I'm going to jump back in the comments. We're going to do that before I rudely say bye. Cool. All right, so there's a video I did. It's 25 or 21 or 30 for doing a voiceovers, and I'm sitting there and I'm actually showing you I'm doing a voiceover for a corporate overdubbing video thing. One of the things I talk about is breathing. Man, if what happens is you're talking and you're going along. Like if you're talking to a person in normal life, you're hello, how you doing and everything else. I'm not sitting here worried about my breathing. I'm not listening to my breathing. I'm not going, okay, do you have a video on audio that relates to breathing control? I am always out of, when you do that, there's a problem. What's happening is you're thinking about your breathing. You're afraid your breathing or your breaths will come into your audio at the end. And so you're afraid, and then you're going to have to edit it out. And you're like, just stop. What you need to practice is just relaxing, standing up, and just breathing. While I'm sitting here I've not been talking for however many minutes and not breathing. I doubt you've heard. So next we're going to look at the comments. Secondly, if you just don't breathe normally, practice this. What happens is you starve your body for oxygen. Your brain goes, hey, red alert. You get tired and you get lethargic, and your body is saying, hey, you should maybe you should chill out, dude. Take a break. And then you chill out and take a break, and the body's like, I can finally breathe. Just practice. Just do it. The skill is just do it. Practice. I think it was Chris Hernandez, the voiceover guy. He would write scripts. In fact, he has a bunch in his course that you can download. He would write scripts, and he would just practice walking around with his phone during the day or doing stuff. And he would practice reading this stuff and talking about stuff just so you would breathe. In the meantime, you can cut them out, but just practice, just relax and breathe. When you first start doing this, or you haven't practiced this, you're gonna not breathe. Some people do that because of the fear of the camera or they're trying to be perfect or whatever. Other people do it because they're afraid it's going to come through their audio. So what? Make sure you're framed correctly and you have some framed correctly and you have some good lighting, and don't worry about the breaths. If you're like this and I'm talking into the microphone like this, what's going to happen is you're going to hear every breath that I take in. Well, don't do that. If you're trying to walk in on the mic and deliver a line or two, I get it. Take a breath. Do you have a video on audio that relates to breathing control? And then walk away. It's a whole different thing. Short answer, practice. Don't worry about it. Cool. I think that was it. Let's go check. Boom, baby. That is it. Cool. Now I get to go play in the comments. Woohoo! Look at that. And I have 10 minutes left. Actually, I have, 10 minutes left according to this. I started the 50-minute timer when I engaged with you. So to heck with all that other stuff. Okay. Let's go take a look over here at all these comments that I haven't paid attention to. Capture check. I use AirPods when using Zoom meetings. They just use a pen and paper pad for notes. I take a photo scan of my notes. They get converted to a PDF. Yeah, there's actually this, I think it's for iPad and Android for your pad. Do I have that right? My wife uses this. It's something where you can sketch and draw notes and everything else, and it creates a email out of that. And anyway, something like that. Yeah. Hey, from Canada. Tell us about your work. Hello, Rob. Tell us about your week. Man, dude, I took this course, and this is a good thing. It broke my speaker meter, voiceinator. That's a good thing. because now I'm into pronunciating my words and not just slurring my words together. I'm like, I wonder if I do that. And so I'm practicing that. So I'm broken. Great. Kevin should do his live streams closer to a black hole. That way, time would go faster for him, but slower for everybody else. You should check out this guy's channel. Ellen. We interviewed him last week. I think it was last week. It's awesome. Pierre, thanks, Captain. Worth it or not. Good job, Captain Jack. Captain Jack. Hope everyone has a great. Gotta go clean the pool before the wife gives me the evil eye. Oh, she gives you the stink eye. Nice pool, dude. I love seeing your pool in there. It's all like glistening and awesome. Thanks for joining us. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Already did that. Huh. Okay, great. See ya. Worth it or not. I'm not going to read that because I'm not supposed to. Now that's an idea. The sound speeds. The spider was trying to keep things legit by live streaming a web. Oh my God. I love stupid dad jokes. I made a Twitter post. My daughter, she's gorgeous. She has a boyfriend. Don't even think about it. About maybe doing a live stream with my daughter. And then I would A, have her review me as a dad. And B, I would tell her multiple dad jokes that she's had to tolerate. She's like 34 her entire life. To watch her eyeballs actually roll in the back of her head. Maybe. It's just joking. Anything goes. Okay, what brand of coffee do you drink? What do you use to brew it? How much cream or sugar? Good question, Rob. Let me check how many comments I got. Oh, I got a lot. I'm going to have to rip. I got 6 minutes. I can do this. The brand of coffee I drink is called, I don't remember brand. I order it from Denver because I like the shop and I want to support them. They're still open and producing coffee, and they're a smaller thing. It's made, I think the company is in Alaska. Woo, Alaska. And it's just beautiful. I get a espresso or French roast, something, because I like smooth coffee. I have a machine called another thing that I can't remember thing. Anyway, I think I've shown it in the videos. You put all the beans over here, and you put the water over here, and you press a button. I do pop, pop for 2, and it takes the beans and it grinds them up. It takes the water and it puts it into this frothy, awesome goodness. Then I take, in a cup like this, 2 shots of espresso about this big. I mean, espresso like about this big. And then I add about that much, half and half, organic from apparently cows that are organic into my coffee. And then I drink it, and then I smile, and then I enjoy it, and then I keep doing that. There's your answer. How about that? Good. Canon R5 and R6 are not video cameras. They're for photos. I don't know why Canon marketed them for video. The R5 and the R6 are great for video. I think the R6 was geared. Well, anyway, Canon started a revolution in DSLR market when they created the 5D Mark II. Put video in there, and it blew up. Everybody was using that camera. And then as we went along, everybody jumped into DSLR land. Now DSLRs are like, I don't know why people don't look at camcorders anymore. These things are awesome. You can't get depth of field. Wrong. You can't manual it. Wrong. You can't set the white balance. Wrong. The audio isn't good. Way better. They have XLR jacks. These camcorders, they're mini cinema cameras. They're great. Anyway, I had a camcorder, very expensive one, at NAB year before last. And I was filming Dave Andre in something. And this guy walks by with a DSLR, and he looks at me as he walks by. He goes, I can't believe you brought that camera to this show. This is what I did. I laughed my ass off. I love people. I love people when people say shit to me. It's my entertainment. Anyway, yeah, they're not whatever. Canon caters to a bajillion freaking photographers. Sony's kind of taken them over, and they don't want to lose this videographer market. I mean, video camera, they're not. But then again, what is? That's my opinion, by the way. Captain Jack, Elon Musk's entire reason for space exploration is to try extend Kevin's live streams past an hour. Sound speeds and Q Phil Collins. I don't care anymore. And then I was just fired as a singer. I meant 2-0. I meant 2-0-2. Oh yeah, that was way back. Needs to spell check for his mouth. True that. It's the Unscripted channel. You don't know what you're going to get, and if a few expletives fall out of my mouth, I'm really sorry. I don't normally talk like this in real life. Whatever. I'm done. Next. Any comment on the Sony Alpha A7R4? Don't know about it. I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at other cameras. I purchased, I put in my cart finally a Sony A7S III, and I stopped looking at cameras. Apparently Canon's coming out with a new smaller, stop it. You know, I do this full time. The university and YouTube. That's the only place I make money. Well, donations and stuff like that. That's all. That's the only place I make money. So if I go buy that and then buy the cinema camera and buy the other thing, then pretty much I'm not making money. I'm spending more than I'm actually taking in. That's a bad idea. Sound speed, a hybrid camera. Nice. I like it. Yes. With bread. Hybrid come pre-sliced like sliced bread. Absolutely. You can get the pre-sliced and you can get just the loaf. And on the Canon R6, you can actually take it and buy it raw and stick it in the oven. And when you pull it out, it'll be nice and hot bread. I'm still talking. Yay. Notice the title says question 2 to 12, and yet we're long past questions. Yeah. Well, you know what? You know, you're hired to do my freaking PowerPoint presentations 10 minutes before I go live. Man. That was me trying to act angry. Hybrid cameras are half-baked. Hello, Ian. Ian is at like 917 or 20 subscribers. I put out a tweet saying, help this guy. Ian has gone from okay videos, and his last video is really good about this little microphone, which sounds really good. You guys should, after this, Ian, you should put are you a moderator person in here? Anyway, you should be. You should put your link to your channel in here. Go subscribe to Ian. Help him get to 1,000. He's a good guy, and he's from the UK, just like Michael Finn. Isn't that awesome? That means I'm now going to end the live stream, which I don't know. My live meter says longer because I start before. But what that means is I'm going to rip through these comments, and I am going to end in 5 minutes. Let's rip through the comments. Go subscribe to Ian. Help him get to 1,000. He's got great videos. He's a good guy. Cool. Since sliced bread, reviews, tips, and tricks. Did it not allow you to put your link in there? Let me check. Is Ian? Ian is not a moderator. You are now a moderator, Ian. So this time when you put the link in there, it should show up. Thank you. My live streams cure insomnia. Dude, go watch SoundSpeed's live streams. You'll learn a ton, but, you know, decide on whether you want to watch the new Mission Impossible movie or whatever movie is coming up, or Tenet or whatever, for 3 hours. Or screw that. Pop some popcorn multiple times and go watch a real thing, like a 6-hour live stream. Captain Jack, the R5 overheats even before it enters the oven. Ian Craig, yep. It's toast. Grand Tour, I have COPD, so I have to work on the sound every time because you always hear my breath. I don't know what COPD is, and I probably should. So I don't know. I'm sorry. Bad Karma, hello, sir. Bad Karma, good guy. The dude comes to these, like, I saw this thing. I don't know how he does this, and he finds out what's going on. He came to my live stream, and it said 70 hours left, and there were comments there. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Hi, I'm Ian Craig. You know, in the UK, we have a series called Good Karma Hospital. It's awful. I should go to the bad side, maybe. Dave Clark. That's too funny. I came in late, and I have to watch the video on demand. Yeah, cool. Unscripted, how did you integrate your ATEM Mini to OBS? Quite simply. I got 3 minutes. The way... Okay, let me make this simple. Oh, whatever. The way I currently run my setup is I run my mic. Okay, forget that. The ATEM Mini, basically, that camera is running into the back of the ATEM Mini Pro. The ATEM Mini Pro has a USB that I plug into my computer, and then I run the ATEM software. In OBS, this is going to take too long. I will do a video on this separately, or I will take this up at the YouTube thing. I'll probably do a video on the Unscripted channel. It's not hard. You basically set up a new scene, and then you basically pick the OBS driver, camera, and you're there. Hope that answers your question. Wait. How did you choose your mic and arm setup? I watched a lot of things. I went with the 2 minutes. I went with the Shure SM7B because I love it, and it sounded good with my voice. The arm, I tried one. I didn't like it. It had springs. I got this one. Wow, shitty arm, I guess. That doesn't have springs. There you go. Rippin'. Here we go. You could put the camera in the oven next to the B-roll. Do the end of stream dance. It's coming. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. I don't know what that is. I'll look that up after the live stream. You're taking a very deep hold, one I can bury you in. Michael and I, we have fun. I actually am from that area. No, my ancestors are from there, which means I am. We share DNA with Michael. It's creepy. So I give him fun little crap things. Okay, a few more comments and then we're going to end. Clearly we succeeded in the live stream. Yo, team. Nope. Because we got this many seconds. I set it for 50 minutes. When I came on, you saw my face. Then I went off after 50 minutes, and then I set it for 10 more minutes. So we are done. Thank you. Seriously, all joking aside, thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Thank you so much for buying courses. Thank you so much for your donations. Many you have. Thank you so much for just liking videos and watching them or coming and joining us. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. No, I'm not looking at the comments anymore, not because I'm rude, because it'll just keep going. Anyway, again, thank you guys so much. I wish I could somehow express to you how much I appreciate every one of you. I really do. Anyway, we'll either see you Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for the YouTube Academy members call. I put on that creepy music on. Oh my God, it won't let me stop. Stop. Oh no. Go away. 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for the YouTube Academy call. 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time for other people that live too far away and stuff. We'll see you there. We're going to cover stuff. And it's all private and closed. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend, Saturday. I appreciate you coming here. And we'll see you later. Yeah? Ooh, I better not end it, but not yet. I need to do that whole end thing. And you're not going to probably hear the audio on this because apparently I'm having audio problems. But we're going to end anyway. And it'll be that music. So just play it in your head. See you later. Thank you. And good day.